Good clinical practices, or in short, GCP, is the standard by which all clinical investigations have to be conducted. The principles of good clinical practices for medical devices clinical investigations have been outlined in the international standard ISO 14155 and cover all the activities included in a clinical investigation, from designing a study to its conduct and the handling of the data. Complying with these good clinical practice requirements will ensure the protection of the rights, safety and well-being of human subjects during medical device clinical investigations, the scientific conduct of the clinical investigations, and the credibility of the results from a clinical investigation. Note that the standards requirements are applicable to all clinical investigations pre- and post-marketing. However, for post-market clinical investigations, some of its principles may be waived. We will see throughout this course which ones these potentially are, depending on the type of clinical investigation. For pre-market clinical investigations, manufacturers must first prepare a thorough risk management file before they even consider conducting clinical investigations on humans. It is important that the investigators understand this preliminary step and get the necessary information from the sponsor or manufacturer before agreeing to participate in the clinical investigation. What is the process of showing the device is safe? The risk analysis is a vital step which needs to be initiated with the first design of the device and repeated every time changes are made to the design of the device or when additional information becomes available concerning safety, whether in animals or early human studies. Through the necessary preclinical studies on animals and appropriate design of the device, it must be demonstrated how the risks have been reduced to an acceptable limit, in which risks do not outweigh subject benefits. A summary and conclusion of such risk analyses must be provided by the sponsor to the investigator, either in the clinical investigation plan, investigator brochure, or both.